as a longtime enthusiast of both the Predator and Terminator franchises, I must say that the theory about Dutch Schaefer being the inspiration for the T-800 is quite intriguing. Having grown up watching Arnold Schwarzenegger grace our screens as Dutch and Predator and the T-800 and Terminator, the idea of a connection between these two iconic characters is absolutely missing. It is an absolutely fear. In the 1987 film Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger showcased his action hero prowess, a performance that has left a significant impact on science fiction cinema, according to an old internet theory. Set in a Central American jungle, the movie sees Schwarzenegger and other 80s action stars battling an unseen alien predator from the Yat-Ya species. Among them, only Schwarzenegger's character, Alan Dutch Schaefer, manages to outlive the creature and flee the jungle. Despite numerous sequels and spin-offs of Predator, Dutch, portrayed by Schwarzenegger, has not reappeared in the franchise. However, one internet theory posits that Dutch's story extended far beyond the events of Predator and is actually the basis for a crossover with another major sci-fi franchise. That it requires some assumptions and non-canonical support. The theory actually introduces the idea that 2, if not 3, of the biggest sci-fi movie series of all time are part of one interconnected universe. If the theory is correct, then Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch provides a path for the Predator franchise to tie directly into the Terminator franchise and subsequently the Alien franchise. In the Reddit community, r/fan theories, it was proposed by one user that the character Dutch, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Predator series, could have been the prototype for the T-800 Terminator from the Terminator franchise. This theory is based on evidence found across both film franchises. In Predator 2, Dutch is said to have suffered radiation poisoning from a Yautja explosion in the jungle and subsequently vanished from a hospital. The fan theory suggests that Cyberdyne Systems, a company present in the Terminator universe, might exist within the Predator series as well. They allegedly offered Dutch a cure for his radiation sickness, which eventually led to the creation of the T-800 model. In the movie Terminator Salvation, the character Marcus Wright was turned into a cyborg, much like Dutch in the storyline. It's important to note that following Cyberdyne Systems' transformation into Skynet, the cyborg known as Dutch was activated as one of Skynet's agents. This Dutch cyborg served as the prototype for all T-800 models seen later, including the one in Terminator Salvation. Since Dutch was capable of taking down the Yautja, a species the government had supposedly been aware of for years, he was an ideal model for creating powerful cyborgs or Terminators. The biggest problem with the theory is that there are a ton of assumptions made. The baseline concept of Dutch turning into a cyborg actually has some evidence as laid out by Cracked. And in the Alien vs. Predator arcade game, there's a cyborg named Dutch Schaefer that certainly looks like Schwarzenegger's Dutch, that would certainly support Reddit theory and open the door for the rest of the narrative to unfold. However, that video game is certainly not recognized as canon, and everything about Dutch's story after Predator becomes an assumption. Another issue is that there already is a basis for the T-800 in the cinematic canon. A deleted scene from Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines features the brass at DH at Cyberdyne, and then a character played by Arnold Schwarzenegger named Chief Master Sergeant William Canby, a special operative who's introduced as the physical model for the T-800. This is a deleted scene and can, of course, be retconned. It serves as a much more legitimate origin for the T-800's physical appearance than the crossover assumption. From the fact that there are Alien versus Predator films, it can be inferred that the universes portrayed in both the Alien and Predator movies could theoretically overlap. However, it's unfortunate that movies like Alien vs. Predator and Aliens vs. Predator Requiem do not align with the timelines established within their respective franchises. Despite providing exciting creature confrontations, these films don't smoothly integrate the franchises. The introduction of the AVP films has led to some confusion in both series, which is why certain fans prefer not to consider either movie as part of the canon storyline. Combining the Terminator series with the Predator timeline might lead to an even more confusing scenario. The idea that Dutch could serve as the inspiration for the T-800 model is intriguing, but integrating this theory into the official cinematic history could potentially create a mess in both franchises. However, numerous franchises have thrived by disregarding sequels and spin-offs to craft a more coherent narrative and timeline. This approach would be most suitable for a Predator and Terminator crossover, and it would indeed be fascinating to see a cyborg Yautja battling against a T-800.